Chico City leaders are working to fix conditions at the alternative homeless campsite on Eaton and Cohasset roads here amid growing safety concerns from neighbors. This week, council members approved adding security, banning generators, gas cans, and propane tanks as well, plus stricter rules for enforcing the code of conduct at that site. Action News Now reporter Sade Pullen joins us there live. Sade, are neighbors happy with these changes?
Yes, Haley, I spoke to neighbors and they tell me that they are satisfied with these new safety measures put in place. But some I talked to did say that they're worried about the illegal campsites near the alternative site. Eric Gustafson, the city's public works director for operations and maintenance, says 2 representatives from the Jesus Center will be at the alternative site 7 days a week from 2:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. for daily monitoring, and there will be armed private security. Gustafson says the city does not know yet the hours the armed security guard will work, but they will most likely be on duty at night into the early morning hours. This is all happening due to vocal neighbors who asked city leaders to do something to keep them safe. One neighbor told me back in July after a shooting at a site that a man showed up at her door with a gunshot wound. Gustafson says even though they're stepping things up, there's only so much the city can legally do.
Biggest thing they need to do is do an official enforcement around the camp. There are people that were asked to leave back in June. I watched them. They're still there. I told them that if they do an enforcement and they can cut down on the number of people who are there, that will cut down on the number of people that come and go from there and cause a lot of problems.
Sure, it's definitely on the radar, and it will be identified for an upcoming enforcement. Currently, we're terming the notification process for 3 other locations right now, which we intend to enforce and clean early next week on Monday, and that's Little Chico Creek from Bruce Road and then we'll decide the next enforcement area several days after that.
Gustafson says when it comes to camps near the site, they have to go through a process to start enforcement because of the Warren versus Chico settlement. But the illegal camps around the alternative site are on the city's radar. Now, in 2 months, the city council will review these new safety measures in place to see how effective they've been. Live in Chico, I'm Sade Pullen, Action News Now.
Thank you, Sade. Well, 18 people currently live at the alternative site. Efforts are underway to relocate 6 of them to the Genesis Pallet Shelter.